All right. Peace and blessings. This is Chrysalis. So I'm putting this out a couple days later than I wanted to, but I wanted to share some information on crystals. A few days ago, I had a friend of mine who started to explore crystals, going to a crystal shop, and he bought a bunch of stones, and it's his first time working with them. So I was giving him some information about picking stones and what to watch out for, how to charge them, tune them, all of that. So we had some specific questions about cleansing, charging, and programming stones. So a little bit about myself. I am a yoga instructor. I am an energy healer. I do, my specialty is crystal energy healing. So I do a lot of work specifically with crystals, minerals. I am based in Atlanta. That's where I live. I'm currently in Houston visiting my best friend until tomorrow. So I'm just getting some videos out in between. So that's a little bit about me. So what I have in my hand right now is a cage. And in the cage is a Herkimer diamond. Well, among other things, but the main stone in here is a Herkimer diamond. And Herkimer diamonds, I love working with them, especially if you are a light worker or healer. They are very good. They're high vibrational stones, one of the highest vibration stones that you can work with besides shaman stones and moldavite. So I usually only break this out when I do high vibrational meditations, like violet flame meditations, and I usually only break this out if I'm doing intense energy healing work or channeling. So that's what's in here. Now, charging stones. Well, before we get into that, cleansing stones. So the best way to cleanse a stone, well, first of all, you always want to do this when you purchase any stone, especially from a crystal shop, because several reasons. One, you don't know where they get their stones from. It's very rare to have a crystal shop that you can ask them and they'll tell you where they get their stones from. So it's very important because what happens is between the shipping, the handling process, when they, display them, and then when you're in a crystal shop, anyone and everyone has had their hands on these stones. So crystals are, they pick up energy. They store energy. They're like computers, so you can pretty much program them to do anything. So if it's not intentional programming, there's any amount of energy that can be held in a stone. So whenever you purchase a stone, you always want to cleanse it first. Easy ways to cleanse it are you can smudge it, and smudging includes, holding it over incense. Sandalwood is a good one. Sage is usually a universal go-to for smudging. Palo Santo I like to use. Those are the main things that you can use to smudge your stone, and that'll cleanse it. The other way to cleanse it is using sunlight. And you can actually use the sunlight to both cleanse and charge your stone. So it's really basic, you just go out into the sun, place it an area that is receiving the best sunlight, and then place it in the ground, and then just allow the sun to cleanse and charge. So that's the other way to cleanse a stone. There's other ways too. Some people advise using salt. I only have done this for quartz. So amethyst is good for salt cleansing. Herkimer diamonds too, because they are considered a quartz. Rose quartz, any type of quartz, you can use salt. Some people use salt water to cleanse. I personally don't do this very often, but it is an effective way to cleanse a stone. So those are the basic ways to cleanse. Now, charging. So I mentioned sunlight. Yes, this is a good way to charge a stone. A lot of crystals think of them as batteries. So you program them, you put the energy in them, You use them, you draw energy from them when you wear them, and then at some point they'll deplete. The way that you can tell that a crystal needs to be cleansed or charged, if it starts to look dirty or really dark, or if, for those who are sensitive to crystal energy, if you pick it up and it doesn't have any like you don't feel it, like it's not vibrating, your hands aren't tingling, it just kind of feels dead, quote unquote, that'll let you know that you need to charge your stone. So put it out in sunlight, and that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to bury it a little bit in the earth. This serves a dual process. Not only will the earth, energy from the earth will draw any impurities or negative energy out of the stone, but it'll replace it with its own natural charged energy. So those are the best ways to charge your stone. Programming. So this is the fun part. Each stone is different in its vibration. So I mentioned the Herkimer diamond, which is good for attunement, developing your crown and your third eye. It radiates pure light energy. So again, anyone who does any healing work, any psychic work, this is a way, this is a good stone to use for that. That's the vibration of a Herkimer diamond. Garnet, for example, it's, garnet is a red stone. It is good. The vibration that it holds is its protection, creativity, and vitality. Same thing with carnelian. Carnelian's another stone that is good for creativity, vitality, motivation. So those are the vibrations, quote unquote, of the stone. So those are the natural programming that's already in the stone. Now, what we want to do when we get a crystal is we want to connect it to our own vibration, so that way it works specifically for us. So the best way to do that is to hold your hand over the stone, under it or over it, and allow the energy to flow through your hands, and basically tell the stone what you want it to do. Maybe recite an invocation or set an intention, or even just enough to visualize. The stone will definitely not only pick up your intention, but it'll also pick up your vibration. That way, when you wear it or you place the stone in your home or around you, it'll start to create that vibration that you want, that intention that you want. So it's basically like getting a new computer and programming that computer, putting in your own password, putting up your screensaver. You're basically tailoring the crystal to your own vibration. So, another way to program it is to meditate with it. So for those who do meditate, you could just sit with the stone, hold it in your hand, place it, around you, or you can't really see me sitting, but, place it around or down in front of you, or just in, between like where your legs are, or just wear it and meditate with it. Hold it, and as you visualize and as you meditate, that is another way to program your stone to you specifically. Another good thing to do is, which I don't do with a lot of stones, but there are a few, is bathe with it. For those who take baths, usually women are the ones that take baths. Create your bath water, put your salts in the bath water, and then place the stone in there as you bathe, and then it'll pick up. Not only will you be cleansed, because that's the purpose of a salt bath, is to cleanse your energy, but as you're cleansing and releasing, the stone will pull in and program to your natural vibration as you are bathing. So those are things. There's certain stones though that you cannot place in water, which is why I don't use salt water to cleanse stones. Anything that is salt based is one. So Himalayan salt, the crystals that you see that are like that pinkish orange color, that's technically a salt that will disintegrate. Selenite is also salt based. It will disintegrate very quickly in salt, any type of water. So those are exclusions. Now there are a few stones that don't need to be cleansed. There's actually just a few. Citrine is one of them. Citrine pulls negative energy and neutralizes it, but it does not hold negative energy. So you never ever have to cleanse a citrine, but you can still program it and charge it. It does get dirty, but it doesn't necessarily need to be cleansed. The dirtiness just happens, or the darkness of a citrine occurs when the energy's been depleted. Kyanite is another stone that doesn't need to be cleansed. I have kyanite earrings that I've used a lot and over the years, and I've never had to do anything to that stone. And then lastly, another one is selenite, which I've already mentioned. That stone is an angelic stone. It tunes you to spirit guides, angel guides, and it's another one that vibrates pure light energy. You don't ever have to cleanse a selenite stone. You don't have to do really much of anything to a selenite stone. So that is my quick little tutorial about cleansing, programming, and charging stones. I am a yoga instructor. I do energy healing and ritual work, other kinds of things. I'm based in Atlanta. If you have any questions, I can be reached. Facebook me, Chrysalis Sun. Instagram, Chrysalis Sun, same thing. And that is all. Thank you.